the other day we talked about Twitter and the top brands on Twitter and why people follow who they follow and why it's important and blah, blah, blah. Because you and I have this whole thing that we just think social media is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't understand. It's so funny. It's like, if I was in any other industry, I would never be on social media. Like, if I was an accountant or something, I wouldn't waste my time on social media. It feels like not only just a waste of time, but you're always taking a risk. You're going to say the wrong thing and get fired from your job as an accountant that you worked really hard for and got your CPA degree. And because you tweeted something about like a politician, that's it. Now you can't feed your kids.
Yeah, but how many people are following an actual accountant? You know, they got 4 followers, and they're all family members. There's nothing that you can say that's going to be like, wow, that was deep.
Yes and no. I mean, every once in a while, something goes viral. Like, I remember there was this one woman who I'd never heard of her. She was like, I guess she was an editor or a writer. She did something for some magazine, and she had maybe 600 followers. She was nobody. She tweeted something super racist. She was getting on a plane and going to Africa and tweeted something like, I hope I don't get AIDS. I think she said it was something awful and horrible and racist and just vile. And then she tweeted it and then put her phone down. And by the time she landed, not only had she been fired, but the tweet had gone all over the world. It went viral. It got hundreds of thousands of retweets, and it ended up in the news and the media. She got ratioed like crazy. And that was it. That was the end of her. I don't even remember her name, but I don't care who she is. It's just the idea that she's a stupid woman who tweeted something racist thinking she was being funny.
Well, it's kind of like Brian from Family Guy when he tweeted something about a movie and then went into the movie, and when he came out, he was canceled.
Right.
And everybody wanted him dead, and he went to his house, and yeah, so it's kind of like that.
Just like that. Exactly. But we are talking about social media, and we were talking about the top tweeters, the people that were most important to follow. Instagram has the same thing. They put out their list of the top. I'm not going to do the top 20. Let's do the top 10 people that are followed on Instagram. This is a little bit different because Twitter is more informational. You know, people followed, we found out, the New York Times and CNN breaking news because they need to know what's going on in the world. And then for some reason, the Ellen Show is the top followed account because, again, it's entertainment, but it's also, she's always first on pop culture stuff. So for people that want to know what's going on in the world of pop culture, she was the reason to follow that. Instagram's different because Instagram's just photos. You know, it's photos of people's lives. So you're going to get more celebrities in the top 10. Number 10 is Justin Bieber.
Because you want to see exactly what's going on in his life all the time.
People really care about him. I mean, I follow him. He has 150 million followers.
Crazy.
Think about that. There are 325 million people in this country. Half of them, think of it like that, at least half of them follow Justin Bieber, which is not because he's followed all around the world.
Yeah, I would like to see how many people follow him here compared to around the world.
Other countries, yeah. I mean, he's global. Right. But like, think about it. So the number one tweeter was Ellen DeGeneres, The Ellen Show, and that was about 80 million. This is 150 million, and Justin Bieber is number 10. Beyonce is number 9, of course. Yeah, makes sense.
Thought you would be higher.
Yeah, you would think so. But, you know, I have to say, like, she came to Instagram a little bit late. She's not known for Instagram the same way that other celebrities are. But even coming a little later to Instagram, she still has 155 million followers. Yeah. And she also promotes a lot of stuff. With Justin Bieber, you want to follow him because he gives you insight into his life and it's kind of intimate. She's more like, here's the concert, here's my new song, here's a new clothing line I'm promoting. So it's like just keeping up with her life in terms of business. Hers is more business oriented. Now, I'm just warning you right now, a lot of the top 10 are people you've never heard of if you're not into soccer or, I guess, Football, yeah. A guy named Lionel Messi, Messi. I don't know. Maybe it's Messi. I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize to people that really love him.
He's a soccer player.
He's a soccer player. Yeah. And he is number 8 with 168 million followers.
Why would you follow a soccer player? Here's me kicking a ball. Here's me kicking a ball. Here's me
Right, I know.
kicking another ball.
He's the captain of a Barcelona team, and apparently he's got a very cute dog. People like his dog also.
Oh, yeah. So it's dog oriented.
Yeah. I think it's more soccer oriented. Number 7 is Kim Kardashian. I would think she'd be higher. She's at 191 million followers. Think about that. Kim Kardashian has 191 million followers.
Wow. Here's me kicking a ball. No, here's me. Well, she's been doing photos lately in hardly no clothes.
She always does photos in hardly any clothes. She's always in like bikinis and her shapewear line and stuff like that. And now people are interested in her because she's splitting up with Kanye, so they want to see that she's, what she's up to.
Right.
And of course, she's just out there promoting herself. Selena Gomez is number 6 on the list, of course. So beloved, Miss Selena Gomez, with 195 million followers. Kylie Jenner has 200 million followers, putting her in at number 5.
She's higher than Kim?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Isn't that interesting? I think 'cause she's a little younger and a little more controversial, and people are interested in what Kylie's up to. Remember, Instagram for a while was like much younger. Like people over the age of 40 were not really on Instagram. So when Kylie Jenner was there, she was definitely gathering a lot of the younger fan.
And she's got makeup.
She makes more money.
And
she's got the makeup line. She makes a lot more money than Kim.
Right.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is number 4.
Here's me lifting weights. Here's me lifting weights more. Here's me and my daughter. That's pretty much his whole Instagram, I think.
100%. 203 million followers
Wow.
watching him and his daughter and his cars and lifting weights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ariana Grande is number 3.
I thought you would be number 1. Okay.
Yeah, number 3 on the list. It's interesting. A little less interesting now that she's not in a relationship that's falling apart.
Yet.
Yet.
Knock on wood.
Right. And then another, number 2 is another soccer person, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's famous. Even I've heard of him.
Mm-hmm. Kicking balls.
Yeah, he's sort of a soccer great. But you know what? He's not just kicking balls. The photos of him are like professional photos where he's in like mid kick or like an arm is going away or like these really beautiful photos where it's just crystal clear of him, and then of course, he always has he's got a couple of pictures on there where he's like shirtless and stuff or wearing like just looking sexy as hell. So yeah, he's hot. So it's hard not to want to follow him even if you're not into soccer.
Okay, number 1 has got to be Santa Claus.
Not Santa Claus.
Not
you wanna
Santa
guess
Claus?
what number 1 is?
I guarantee it's Lady Gaga.
Nope.
No, she wasn't even in the top 10 then.
Not in the top 10. Lady Gaga.
I thought she was like top 5.
Taylor Swift is number 14.
Wow.
Jennifer Lopez number 15. Nicki Minaj number 16. Khloe Kardashian 17. Nike as a brand number 18. Miley Cyrus 19. And Katy Perry 20. So Lady Gaga is not even in the top 20.
Then what is number 1?
This is really bizarre. Now remember, we were talking about the top 5 Twitter people. And it was all news people and then Ellen for some reason.
Right.
This is another one of those randoms. It's Instagram itself.
They follow themselves?
Instagram is the number 1 followed thing on Instagram.
Because I think when you sign up for Instagram, I think that automatically you're following that.
That's not true. It's not like Tom and MySpace.
It's not Tom?
No. Nope. I'm actually not following Instagram. And I'm
How
obviously
can you
one of the
not
only
follow
people
Instagram
because
on Instagram?
I'm not following Instagram. It's too meta for me. They have 383 million followers. They have more followers than there are people in the United States.
Wow.
Right.
I've never heard of anybody following Instagram. What do they post?
They post pictures of people on Instagram, people that they really like, people that they like. They're doing this whole thing, like a Black Lives Matter kind of thing. So they have like a lot of very interesting like writers and artists and bakers. And they have this like this woman right here. Her name is Oh, Bria Baker is her name.
Hmm.
So yeah, they're doing a whole thing right now of like, like an awareness. They have another woman here, let's see, called named Leah Thomas, who founded a community building resource that inspires other activists. So they're doing a lot of awareness stuff, and it's kind of nice. It's really, they've obviously beautiful photos, like the best photos you'll ever see are on Instagram. And
Okay.
then of course like a dog.
So I haven't been on Instagram in 2 years. I
Right.
just, it's not even on my phone. So I don't even go to it. Am I actually missing something?
I mean, I think you are if you're somebody who follows celebrities, because celebrities, the first place they post something is no longer Twitter. Now it's Instagram.
I know, but I get the news from you.
Well, that's true. Well, you got me. Okay, well, if you didn't have me, then you have to follow Instagram. But I'll follow Instagram for you.
Yeah, because I mean, I was spending too much time on Instagram. So the minute you open your phone, you would go to Instagram and look at stuff. I just don't want to do that.
Look at how cute this is. Okay, so on Instagram, now that I'm here, I'm going to be here for a little bit. So on Instagram, there is his name is Woody, and he's a mini dachshund, and he's standing next to a replica of himself, who's standing next to a replica of himself, and it's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dachshunds, but they're all, so there's an actual dachshund, and then like little stuffed animal, and then toys that are dachshunds. And they're all in order.
No, so I'm not missing a thing then. So you just answered my question. I'm missing nothing.
Ooh, look at this kitty.
Yeah, I don't need kitties. I don't need dogs. I don't need any of that.
This kitty's so cute. You're missing a
No.
really cute kitty.
No, I get the kitties and dogs on TikTok. And the minute I go on TikTok, I'm there way too long. I don't have the time.
He's a kitty with ADD, so they got him a cat house. How could you miss this?
No, you bitch at me for not doing things for the show enough. So I don't have enough time during the day to spend on Instagram.
Ooh, here's a chef. He's making drool-worthy turkey tenders.
No, see.
Ooh, that does, vegetarian, but this looks delicious. I actually would eat that. Ooh, here's somebody doing a hair tutorial. Oh, here's a horse.